AI image generation just leveled up. Both Google and OpenAI recently dropped new models to improve their image AI generation. Both models pushed the boundaries of what was previously possible. So I built an app to compare the two models to see which one's the best. In this video, we'll test the models across 5 different prompts to see which one wins. The results are surprising. Let's dive in. So for context, 2 weeks ago, Google dropped their new Gemini 2.0 Flash model with native image generation. I've been experimenting it a little bit in their playground and results were pretty good. And then recently, just a couple days ago, OpenAI clapped back, adding new image generation capabilities to their 4o model. It really sparked the trend online on Twitter for generating anime pictures and some funny other photoshops. And I was wondering, okay, which one is better, right? Because first Google shook it up and then OpenAI came in and really got the conversation going. So what I did is built a simple Next.js app where you can draw a sketch in this simple canvas, which I coded in Next.js here. Pretty basic application where you can select your theme for what you want to build, add additional instructions, and then on the back end, pass the drawing with some extra text based on which style you selected, and it shows the output on the screen. And the image generation isn't possible yet for 4o, so I'll be demoing that in the ChatGPT interface, but it'll still allow us to give a good head-to-head comparison. And the prompts I chose are pretty diverse, some fun, some more practical for SaaS ideas in the future. So it'll give us a good wide test cases for which model is the best. So the first thing we're going to be testing is a clothing model. Given a simple sketch of a clothing product, whether that's a t-shirt, a hat, a full outfit, which one is going to generate a professional looking model wearing that clothing item that can be used for your brand. And it doesn't take much to inspire these models to go crazy. So I can literally just draw a simple t-shirt here using my amazing drawing skills, of course. Let's make this a purple t-shirt with my name on it, Kuda. And then let's also put the model to another challenge, give it a smiley face below, fill that in. We'll make it a difficult challenge, put it upside down, very trendy, like the emoji. And let's see the results. Okay, wow, this is pretty good. So this is Gemini, Google's model here in my application. It got the text pretty good for CUDA, flip the smiley face the right side. That's okay, perfectly fine. But this is a full headshot image, something I'd see on lululemon.com, honestly. The model looks pretty good. Eyes are a little weird, but the rest of the body looks great. Nice white background, even some shadowing. So I call this pretty good. Now let's take this image, give it to GPT and see how it does. So I'm just gonna screenshot this, go to GPT, paste it in, give it the extra instructions for what we want, and let's see what it cooks up. Okay, and here's a pretty good one. Preserved the text, which is good, kept the smiley face upside down, and rest of the portrait looks really high quality. Honestly, better face on GPT for this one. Body proportions look normal, good texturing on the pants. T-shirt looks pretty realistic. I would have hoped that both the models would have made the text an actual typography instead of me actually preserving my sketch font for it. But both of these look really good, honestly. I'd probably give it to GPT for this one, just for the lighting and the non-messed up eyes. But both of these are pretty solid. I'd be happy with these and try a couple more times to get the right one I want. But pretty good first round. I'll give it the GPT though. Round 2, next up, we're going to try to build a YouTube thumbnail from a sketch. This is something that is tedious for me in my young YouTube journey for making YouTube thumbnails. I'll sometimes spend more time making the thumbnail than actually editing the video. So there's a lot of potential for AI to assist us here to alleviate that process, or even maybe a YouTube thumbnail agency where they could leverage the clients they're building for, put their actual picture in the image, with the text they want, and really refine it for a professional YouTube thumbnail. So again, I'm gonna put this to the test with a sketch. Maybe for this video, I'm just gonna write AI image generation, and then I'll just do a simple sketch of me here pointing at it in typical thumbnail fashion, and let's see if it's able to turn it to a realistic human. I would ship this thumbnail as is, but let's see how Gemini does with this one. Okay, not bad. It kept the text right and put it in a nice, impactful font. I like that. It detected there's a human here. That's good. The pointing is pretty weird. That's an inverted thumb or index finger it's using. I don't know who BT is, but that's hilarious. It does have some unique lighting. You can imagine if I put my face there, it could have gotten it pretty well. But this one's not bad. You can see the potential here for it to understand my simple 10-second sketch to convert it into something that looks pretty professional, has a nice dynamic background. So not bad here. Let's see how GPT handles it. Okay, here's the GPT results. Looks like it made a square image, so it cut off the text, but the text looks right, just clipped. Didn't use a humanized character, used kind of the sketch style, but still a pretty good sketch. Definitely a lot of red energy in this one, but I still kind of prefer Gemini's here. This is more build offable. I like the placement of this stuff. If we just cleaned up this character or used a real person, I think that'd be good. And I don't know, these colors are just way too warm. So again, this could be worked if we prompt to be more realistic, but I'll give this round to Gemini. All right, it's 1-1, round 3. Let's check the Ghibli anime style comparison. This was the super popular style on Twitter and YouTube, people putting in their profile pictures or celebrities. Some pretty funny results, some really wholesome results, honestly. So let's see how Gemini does this. I haven't even checked how Gemini works. So I'm gonna draw me with my dog, shout out Molly, and we'll see how it handles it. And I'll challenge it with some color here to see if the models pick that up. All right, this is pretty good. Has this in a field, beautiful background. Kind of turned Molly into almost like a Pokemon with the Pikachu-like ears, but definitely understood it was an animal. Directions of everything were pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this result for my first time testing Ghibli with Gemini. Let's see how GPT does. They've been killing it recently with Ghibli. And here's our result. Also really good. This one has a little more interaction between the two. Definitely made it a dog, not a anime creature. A little less detail here. I'm not really an anime guy, so I can't really compare the two styles accurately. Both pretty good. Honestly, I'd probably go with Gemini for this one. I think the background and grass is more detailed. Again, it's not like a real humanistic dog, but we said Ghibli didn't even say dog anywhere, so this is still a great generation. But both really good. This one's probably more cute and family friendly, whereas this one's kind of more adventure-y. But both really good results just from this simple, legit kindergartner drawing here. So Gemini is in the lead 2-1 over GPT. I frankly didn't see that coming, but let's put to test for product photos. I think both these models are going to shine here. Let's give it a simple sketch of something we're selling and see if we can make a luxurious professional photo shoot type image that we could use for our own product. We could use in our ad agency to develop for our clients' products. And really save us the boundary of having to hire a photographer and go to a studio, or even actually make the product and have, advertisement ready stills we can use for our SaaS or company or whatever. So what should we draw here? I'm gonna do the classic Saratoga water and bananas. That's trending recently, and let's see how the models pick up on it. Okay, not bad. We'll call that a banana. And let's see what we get. Okay, so I did redraw the image because I failed the first time, but this one's not bad. You can definitely tell it's like a fake banana and kind of a fake bottle. I guess the bottle's not bad. I didn't really specify it was a water transparent bottle. So the bottle's not bad. Kept the text kind of in the font we drew it in, similar to the t-shirt example from earlier. But good bottle, decent banana, but I did like, professional lighting, nice subtle marble background. This one's not bad. I was hoping for more realistic, but let's see how GPT handles it. Wow, this one's pretty good. Flip the banana around, but I like the bottle it made. Good crisp font on the S. Made it transparent, you can see through it. This banana definitely does look more realistic for sure. Even the textures right here are great. Some subtle shadowing, simple white background, which I think is good. So this is definitely the winner over Gemini. I mean, Gemini not bad. The S really makes it looks poor. But if I were to pick one for my product of Saratoga water and banana, I'm for sure using GPT for this one. So 2-2, time for the final round. And what better tiebreaker than to generate a Pokemon character? This is kind of the fun final round I had in mind, but you can imagine similar to the Ghibli art style, this could be used by a game studio, an art or marketing company for their products to really unlock some cool potential in creative avenues that AI can unlock. So I'm gonna draw this character I came up with while I was experimenting with this. It's a fire poison type. This nice horned head, long body. We'll get some extra details going on for this one because it's the final round. Okay, this is sick. Honestly, nailed it, Gemini. Used the purple spikes in the back, even extended it to the legs. I was kind of hoping this would be like a single horn, but this makes even more sense, doing it as like long ears. Added some extra details for the nose, captured the four-legged concept in a sick background. Like, I would put this on my game advertisement, and I would also pick this as my starter. Wow. So that's a high bar. Let's see if GPT can sneak in for the win. All right, so I had to try this like 6 times because using Pokemon in the description tripped up GPT's copyrights or something. But this result is also really good. Really accentuates the fire elements, which I didn't even specify for this specific character. Also has the purple on the legs, which is cool. Pretty dynamic photo. They're both really good, but I think Gemini, like this looks like a still out of the show. I think they're both super creative with how they interpolated the sketch. Like this looks like a still frame from Pokemon, whereas this is like kind of some fan art stuff. I like both monsters, but I gotta give this one to Gemini. So Gemini is gonna take this race 3-2, close call. I think, if you compared, 10 outputs of each to each, it'd be a different race. But for these ones I've tested, Gemini is a little better, at least for sketch concept to finalized product that you could use in your SaaS company. So let me know what you guys think of these results. Which model are you going to use for your upcoming projects? I'll link the code to my Sketch app down below in the GitHub. I'll also link the documentation to both of these models. Let me know down below what you would also want me to test in a follow-up video for AI, whether it's image generation or anything else coming out from these companies. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your support on me trying to grow this YouTube channel. Likes and subscribes are greatly appreciated. Thanks.